Yes indeed, brother and sisters, we're going to come to the final analysis of this subject matter, which is evolving around 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 17, my brothers and sisters. Let us not do it to ourselves. This is nothing to play with. The Most High is upset. He's very angry, and he's not playing with nobody. He's not playing with me. He's not playing with you. He's not playing with the nations. It's critical. It's just as critical as the waters in the ocean world are rising. It's just as critical as the ice caps and the polar caps are melting. It's just as critical as the sign that we're being given here today, where you have the wild pig coming up inside the garden of men in Florida. Just like the prediction of 2nd Ezra, which goes back to the 6th and 7th century, 2nd Ezra chapter 5 verse 8 foretold that this was happening, such as the reindeers that's coming up inside many people's backyard. Just like the owls that are coming more into our living environment, which you go back 10, 15 years, we didn't have these things, which is a sign. Just like 1 Peter chapter 4, 17 is an announcement of the Almighty Father. And it's just like a sign of the times, which we need to heed to. So, we're going to conclude with a few more precepts pertaining to this subject matter. And I want to say this, brothers and sisters, we're only hurting ourselves when we kick against the pricks. And like I said before, speaking to you as a man, brother to brother or brother to sister, all we're doing is repeating the same mistakes that our ancestors, committed over 4,000 years ago. We keep coming in and out the earth, generation after generation, century after century, millennium after millennium, repeating the same mistakes over and over again, the same mistakes of the Samaritan kingdom, the same mistakes of the Babylonian Empire, the same mistakes of the Assyrian Empire, who were very wicked, the same mistakes, of the Persian Empire, the same mistakes that the Greek Empire made. And here we go again. And it all started with pride, and it branched out into other different dimensions of evil, whether it was fornication, whether it was adultery, whether it was hatred, whether it was strife, whether it was murder, or whether it is that same exact evil example that some of you Israelites are demonstrating on YouTube, when you sowing discord and strife and hatred against your brothers and your sisters. So the Son of Man, he makes another imperative statement to us. Even though this statement was made over 2,000 years ago, this statement is also pertaining to us as well. And if we don't humble, and if we don't conform, and if we don't learn to adjust our character, and if we don't stop all this lying, and deceiving, and manipulating, and teaching other brothers to hate other brothers, and teaching other sisters to hate other sisters, and stop this calling another brother up on the telephone, bad talking another brother or a sister, if we don't stop this nonsense, there's going to come a time when the Most High, he's not going to take it anymore. He's going to charge us for everything that we spew out of our mouth. So who are we really fooling? The joke is going to be on us. Like it says in Matthew chapter 7. We're going to start from the 21st verse. And when we get at the end of the finish line, these are going to be the consequences that many of us will face if we do not repent and bow down to the Most High true understanding and his true instructions that he have commanded us we must do before Big Daddy come home with his vengeance of anger. Like it says in Matthew chapter 7 verse 21, not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, rather, Creator, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven. So the Most High is telling us, not everyone that say the Most High this, the Most High that, is not going to be allowed to come into his kingdom. Which he has described in the book of Revelation, the 21st chapter. his paradise righteous kingdom. But he that doeth the will of my Father. And what is the will of the Father? The will of the Most High is to respect each other. The will of the Father is to forgive your brother 70 times 70. The will of the Father is recorded in the book of Matthew chapter 22 verse 39. To love your brother as you love yourself. In other words, we have to treat each other the way we want to be treated. This is the announcement coming from the angelic spiritual world of the Almighty Father to our world. This is what the Most High is telling us. He says, not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of the Creator, but he that doeth the will of the Father, which is in heaven. And what is the will of the Almighty Father in heaven? Respect and brotherly love is one of the Almighty Father's supreme chief principles, which he operates upon that vibration. And all the other angelic righteous brothers, they operate on that righteous supreme frequency of brotherly love and respect. You won't see Michael cursing out Gabriel. You won't see Gabriel cursing out Michael. You won't see Michael cursing out Raphael. You won't see our brother, angelic brother Gabriel, designed to blow, Raphael head off with an Uzi. That's why the Most High is telling us. And we're supposed to be imitating the angelic spiritual world, in those attributes of charity. This is what the Most High is telling us we must do to our face, lest doomsday will be knocking at our door. Matthew chapter 7:21. Not everyone that saith unto me, Creator, shall enter into the kingdom of the Almighty Father, but he that doeth the will of my Father, which is in heaven. And this heaven is not necessarily talking about going up in the outer stratosphere. The Most High is talking about bringing a righteous kingdom on this earth. Even though the Most High have different dimensions in the outer stratosphere, which he spoke about, which one day he will let who he feel deserve inhabit those different dimensions. Because earth is only one dimension. Matthew chapter 7:22. This is what the Most High is going to say to the wicked, rebellious Israelite. To the Israelite man and woman that like to sow discord and strife and tell lies on their brothers and sisters and seeking to do bodily harm against their brothers and sisters, and whose mind is filled up with nothing but hatred against their brothers and sisters. This is what the Almighty Father is going to send the captain of our salvation to make this announcement to us, that's executing and promoting that evil negativity. Matthew 7, verse 22. Many will say to me in that day, Creator, have we not prophesied? Have not we read your prophecies on the street corner? Have not we read your prophecies on YouTube? Matthew 7:22. Many will say to me in that day, Creator, King of victory, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name have cast out devils. And in thy name done many wonderful works. And this is what the Almighty Father is going to have the King of victory say to the negative Israelite man and woman. This is a serious ordeal for us that refuse to repent and change our wicked ways. And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Who are you? I don't know you. I never told you to take this wisdom to go to and fro to create animosity and strife. And then when I profess unto them, I never knew you. I never told you to go to and fro and curse the black woman out with language such as B-I-C-T-H this and that and mother effing that. I don't even speak like that. Thus saith the Almighty Father, Creator. And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. I never told you to sow discord and hatred inside your heart and use the manuscript to get rich off of people ignorance. And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. I don't know you. That was not the program. I didn't call you to hate your brother. I'm not calling you to hate your sister. I'm calling you to come out of that. Hating your brother and hating your sister and sowing discord and strife. Those are the things that cause you to get into this situation from the get-go. And then what I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. And hating your brother is a form of working iniquity. Sowing discord and strife is a form, okay, of working iniquity. Getting on the telephone and calling up another brother or another sister, okay, spewing a whole bunch of syphilis and gonorrhea inside a brother and sister's, okay, mind about another man or woman, and teaching lies and slandering another brother and sister's name, that's a form of iniquity. And the Most High said in the book of Matthew chapter 25 verse 30, he says, cast the unprofitable servant into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. And that outer darkness that's recorded in the book of Matthew chapter 25 verse 30 is not talking about a room that's pitch black dark with no light inside. That outer darkness that Matthew chapter 25 and 30 is referring to, a torture chamber of the Almighty Father, which there should be gnashing of teeth, screaming and yelling, because the Most High have some things prepared for the wicked Israelite man and woman that does not love his brother or his sister. Another good example comes up once again when we reflect on history pertaining to 1 Peter 4:17, how the Most High is bringing this judgment on the house of the Israelites as well. The situation that occurred in Matthew 21 and the 23rd verse, when the king of victory was responding back to the wicked chief priests and the elders over 2,000 years ago, when they was questioning him, by what authority were you given to curse the fig tree? And the Son of Man made a very important statement, which is something that should make us shake in our boots, which is pertaining to us as well in the 30th verse, to get right down to the nitty-gritty of the matter. This is what he said to the wicked chief priests and the elders, because when the Son of Man came to the chief priests and the elders, when he was addressing to them concerning their rights and wrong, they refused to take any form of correction. You could put a big fat Uzi to the wicked chief priests and elders' head and tell them to repent. They would prefer to die before they take any form of correction. And that same spirit, okay, is inside many of us as well. So the King of Kings told the wicked chief priests and the elders, which this still pertains to us here today in this 21st century, in the book of Matthew 21:31, he said, verily I say unto you, you wicked chief priests and elders, that's recorded in the 23rd verse, that the publicans, which is the tax collectors, and the harlots go into the kingdom of the Most High before you. Now why would the Son of Man make such a statement like that to the chief priests and the elders? Because when he came to the chief priests and elders, and he told them about their evils and their wrong and their pride, they was most arrogant. They refused to take any form of correction. They began to conspire evil against the King of Victory. They began to sex up false accusations against the King of Victory. But when the King of Victory came to the publicans and the harlots, they broke down, they cried, they was remorseful. They began to repent, and they began to change their wicked ways, and they humbled themselves. And some of them became, okay, servants of the ministry. But when he came to the chief priests and the elders, no matter what he said to them, okay, concerning their pride and the unjust things they was doing against the other brothers and sisters, which they used to look down upon like they were peasants, okay, they wouldn't take no form of correction. So this is what the Most High is telling us here today also as well, that the harlots and the sinners is going to make it into the kingdom before a lot of us. Because you got a lot of brothers and sisters that just caught up, but they got good hearts. And the Almighty Father is going to straighten them out accordingly to his will. Just like the Almighty Father is going to straighten us out. Some of us, he's going to straighten us out with death and judgment. Some of us, he's going to straighten us out and he's going to bring us into his paradise. So the statement that's announced in the book of Matthew, chapter 21, verse 31, is for to make us shake and shiver. It's for to make us want to get on the good foot. It's for to make us examine ourselves, put ourselves on trial, and let us take a real good look at the man in the mirror before it's too late, and examine our ways, okay, with the precept of Matthew chapter 7, verse 5, which the Most High calls us a hypocrite when we don't do these things. He said, first cast out the beam out of thy own eye, and then thou shalt see clearly to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye. And that beam is pride and any form of wickedness. This is serious business. We go into the scrolls of Enoch, chapter 98. And he made a very serious, critical announcement pertaining to this subject matter as well, which we need to take heed if we know what's good for us. Like it says in Enoch, the scrolls, which they read around the 1st and 2nd century. The scrolls of Enoch goes back to the Babylonian Empire when it was translated in what they call the Aramaic language. And it goes back beyond that. The scrolls of Enoch states in chapter 98, verse 6, I have sworn to you sinners, because when we're sowing discord and strife, we're putting ourselves in the category of sinners. And when we hate our brothers, we're putting ourselves in the category of a sinner. I have sworn to you sinners, by the Holy Great One, which is the creator of the universe, that all your evil deeds are revealed in heaven. So everything that we say and do, every evil thought that we imagine against our brothers and sisters, is revealed in the heavens. The Almighty Father is on his throne looking at us each and every day of the way, okay, doing all these evil things against each other, which he's going to bring us into some serious accountability if we don't change our ways. I have sworn to you, you sinners, as the scrolls of Enoch is announcing to us here today. I have sworn to you sinners by the Holy Great One, the Creator, that all your evil deeds are revealed in heaven, and that none of your wrong deeds of oppression, because we're oppressing each other when we hate each other, which the Most High told us not to do, that none of your wrong deeds of oppression are covered and hidden. 7th verse. And do not think in your spirit. So the Most High is telling us, don't even think about it. Nor say in your heart that you do not know, because it's being announced here today in this 21st century inside the brain. And do not think in your spirit, nor say in your heart that you do not know, that you do not see, that every sin is recorded every day in the heaven, in the presence of the Most High. Whoa! Now that's some serious talk. The same way you got news reporter, journalists on this earth, the Most High got the angelic journalists recording everything that we say and do, and the Most High got files on each and every one of us. And when the Most High judges, he's going to pull out those files and charge us for the evil things that we have done against each other if we change not. The 8th verse. From now on you know that all your wrongdoings that you do will be written down every day unto the day of your judgment. You see? The Almighty Father ain't nothing to play with. The same way you got record keepers on this earth, the same way you got journalists on this earth, where the Most High got his angelic, okay, journalists, who are our brothers, who the Most High, okay, have told them to record everything that we say and do. Just like it says in the scrolls of Enoch, chapter 98, in the 8th verse. From now on you know that all your wrongdoings that you do will be written down every day unto the day of your judgment. So the man that's humping and pumping on another man's wife, that's being written down, okay, in the angelic world. The man that hates his brother, or the sister that hates his sister, is being written down in the angelic world. And the Most High has a day where we all going to be brought to his Supreme Court justice system in charge for the evil things we have done against our brothers and sisters. Even if a man or woman died today or tomorrow, there's no escape, even if they don't believe. Okay, so what if they don't believe? They're going to have to experience it to believe it, because there's many different dimensions in this life.